Find a comfortable seat. Palms face up or down on the knees. Let the eyes close. And just take a few moments here to plug into the body. Feel the belly rise and fall as you breathe. Start to become more in tune with your breath. Noticing how it feels as it travels into the body. How it feels as it slowly makes its way out. Let's take 3 cleansing breaths. Take a slow inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Deep breath in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to your breath in and out through the nose. Smooth and slow as you take a moment to set an intention for this practice. Take a deep breath in to seal that intention in. Deep breath out. Begin to make your way onto your back. Draw your knees into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. A little rock side to side. Massage out any tension in the spine. And then keep your right leg hugged in as you gently send the left leg out long onto your mat. Give a gentle squeeze of the thigh. Send your right leg up towards the ceiling, straightening it out, and releasing the hands around the thigh, a couple breaths and a passive stretch. Release the hands down by your side. Keep your foot up towards the ceiling, but flex it. Asking the back of the leg to lengthen as you shorten the front of the leg, using those hip flexors to keep the leg in place. Good. Take a breath in. And then open the leg to the right. Doesn't have to go that far. Bring your right hand on top of the inside of your right leg. Press down with your hand, press up with your leg, creating that isometric resistance. Feel those inner thigh muscles start to strengthen up in their lengthened position. Release both hands back down to the floor. Draw the right leg back up to center, and then cross it over towards the left at about a 45-degree, not too far. Press down on the outside of that leg, press up with the leg. Create that resistance, starting to fire up and engage those outer hip muscles. Good. Release the hands back down, draw the leg back up to center, and switch sides. Draw the left leg in, extend the right leg long. Couple breaths and wind removing, giving that leg a nice deep flex. And then interlacing the hands around the thigh. Send the leg up towards the ceiling. Couple breaths and a passive stretch, just starting to open the hamstring. Release the hands down by your sides. Allow the strength of the front of the leg to lengthen the back of the leg. Keep the foot flexed. Pull the toes back in space a little more. We're working here. Good. Open the leg to the left. Bring your left hand to the inner thigh. Press down as you press up with that leg. Create that resistance, that little bit of extra work. Good. Release the hands. Leg comes back up to center. Cross it over to the right. Same thing. Hand on the outside of the leg. Press down as you press up with the leg. Release the hands down. Draw both knees in. Take happy baby pose. Bring your arms in through the inside of the legs to grab the inside of your heels, allowing the legs to go wide. Rock side to side. And then begin to draw your knees into your chest. Bring your hands behind the thighs. Rock up and down the spine a couple times. And we'll meet in tabletop position for a few rounds of cat and cow. Take a few rounds of cat and cow at your own pace, letting your breath guide your body rather than letting your body guide your breath. Completing your movement at the top of the inhale, completing your cat pose at the very bottom of your exhale. As always, feel free to add any organic or intuitive movement that comes to you, a little twisting side to side. So we're going to be back bending today. We want to make sure the sides of the body and spine are just as open and movable as the back of the body. Good. Take your hands a big step forward. Melt your chest and ribs down to the floor, butt up in the air, stacked over your knees. Puppy pose, Anahatasana. Hands can be as wide as your mat. Get that nice opening through the chest and shoulders. Toes tucked. Inhale, slide your hands back up to tabletop position. Draw your shoulders away from your ears, pull your belly in, step your left leg back and then your right, coming into your plank pose, where we are going to hold here. Settle into your plank. Shoulders stay drawing away from the neck. Reach your heart towards the front of your room. Feet are hip-width distance. Notice how my heels are directly over my toe mounds. Fingers are spread and active. Everything works in this posture. Nothing is lazy. Nothing is forgetful. Nothing is napping. Everything is fired and turned on. This is where I began to notice the burrito I ate 1 hour before this practice was really starting to weigh me down. Pull your belly up. Hold that burrito in place. And then try and tear your mat in half with your feet, pushing your upper thighs to the sides of your room. So rather than squeezing the legs towards one another, try and push the legs out, engaging the glutes and engaging the glutes and the outer hips. Good. On your next breath out, downward facing dog. 1 minute plank. Great job. Take a moment to sweep any dog hair off your mat and pedal out your feet. Bending one knee, then the other, allowing the hips to move side to side. I like to take some deep twists, spinning my heels to one side and then the other, getting some length through the side body, which can be really shortened and compressed as we sit a lot. And then settle into your downward dog. Lift the toes, so not the heels. Lift the toes, spread them down, press down through the toe pads. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. On your next breath in, walk your hands back towards your feet to the back of the mat, coming into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins, heart pulls forward. Exhale, bring your hands behind your legs and forward fold. In your forward fold, do what you did in your downward facing dog. Push the knife edges of your feet and your thighs to the sides of the room. So rather than squeezing in or not squeezing at all, do some pushing action, like you're trying to tear your mat in half that's in between your feet. Good. Inhale, bring your hands to your hips. Push down through the floor to rise up to stand. And let's come to the top of our mat. Bring your palms together at heart center. And let's find our pace of breath. Take a deep breath in, breath out. In, out. Breathe in, Breathe out, release the hands. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank. Inhale in your plank. Exhale, lower all the way to the belly. Inhale, hover the hands, lift the legs. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take an inhale. Exhale. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees. Step, walk, or float to the top. Exhale. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up, Tadasana, mountain pose. Exhale, hands to heart center, and release arms by your side. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, plank pose. Inhale and plank, recruit the legs. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, locust variation. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in your downward dog and breathe out. Inhale, gaze forward, bend the knees. Exhale, step, walk, or float. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank. Inhale and plank, squeeze the glutes. Exhale, lower to the belly. Inhale, locust pose variation. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Inhale, gaze forward, step, walk, or float. Inhale, halfway lift, offer your chest. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up, Tadasana. Exhale, hands through heart center. Release them by your side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold, last Sunny. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, plank. Inhale in your plank, get strong. Exhale to the belly. Inhale, locust variation. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Inhale, look between your hands. Step, walk, or float. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Exhale, hands through your heart and release. Changing it up. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, do a pull-up, cactus the arms, back bend. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the fingertips, step the right leg back, drop the right knee. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, cactus the arms, lift the heart. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, plank pose. Inhale and plank. Exhale, lower to the belly. Inhale, locust. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up high. Exhale, step it through to meet the hands. Drop the left knee. Inhale, low lunge, arms up. Exhale, do your pull-up. Squeeze the shoulders as you lift the chest. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, fingertips plant and step forward to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step the left leg back. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, plank. Inhale and plank, recruit those legs. Exhale, lower the belly. Inhale, locust pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it through, drop the back knee. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, reach the arms. Exhale, fingertips step forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, back bend. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, right leg steps back, drop the back knee. Low lunge, inhale. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, reach. Exhale, plank. Inhale and plank. Exhale to the belly. Inhale, locust. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts high. Exhale, step it between the hands. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, fingertips down, step forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, cactus back bend. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, left leg steps back. Inhale, arms up, low lunge. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands plant, plank pose. Inhale in your plank. Exhale to the belly. Inhale your locust pose. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale between the hands, drop the back knee. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands plant, step forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach the arms tall. Exhale, hips go forward, back bend. Inhale, hands through your heart center, and release. Exhale. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead, interlace the hands, reach up and over to the left, standing half moon. Inhale, back to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale, cactus straight back, back bend. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, right leg steps back, high or low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, back bend here. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands plant, plank pose. Inhale and plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, sphinx pose. Exhale, tuck the toes, forearm plank. Inhale and forearm plank. Exhale, lower the hips, sphinx pose. Inhale in your sphinx, draw your hands to your feet. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Inhale, right leg lifts. Step it through, exhale. High or low, inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, back bend. Inhale. Exhale, fingertips plant, step forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, over to the left. Inhale, center. Standing half moon to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, straight back. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, left leg steps back, Anjaneyasana. Inhale, arms. Exhale, do a pull-up. Inhale. Exhale, plank. Inhale and plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, sphinx, draw your hands back. Exhale, tuck the toes, forearm. Inhale and forearm. Exhale, sphinx. Inhale in your sphinx, draw the shoulders back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath. Inhale, left leg up high. Step it through. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, back bend. Inhale up. Exhale, fingers, step forward, fold. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, rise. Exhale, cactus the arms, back bend. Inhale, reach the arms. Exhale, hands through heart center. Release the hands. Again, inhale, arms up. Standing half moon to the right. Inhale. Half moon to the left. Inhale. Back bend. Inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale. Exhale, step the right leg back. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, back bend. Inhale. Exhale, plank. Inhale and plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, Sphinx pose. Exhale, forearm plank. Hold your forearm plank, inhale. Exhale, lower the hips, Sphinx pose. Inhale and Sphinx, drag your hands back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Gradually opening up that spine. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, Anjaneyasana. Inhale, back bend, exhale. Inhale. Fingertips plant, step forward, exhale. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, straight back, back bend. Inhale, grow tall. Standing half moon to the left. Inhale. Standing half moon to the right. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step the left leg back. Inhale, arms. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, arms. Exhale, plank. Inhale, plank. Exhale to the belly. Inhale, Sphinx. Exhale, forearm plank. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to your Sphinx. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up. Step it through. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, reach the arms. Exhale, plant the fingertips and step forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, back bend straight back. Inhale, reach the arms up. And hands through heart center. Exhale, release them by yourself. Moment, grab a sip of water if you need. And we'll meet back standing at the top of the mat. Inhale, chair pose. Sink the hips, reach the arms up and forward. Allow the shoulders to move up to the ears as you reach through the fingers. Tear your mat apart between your feet. Press the thighs to the sides of the room without moving the knees. Good. Take a breath in. Exhale, hands to heart, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, optional Vinyasa flow. You can move through your Vinyasa the same pace, the same tempo we've had this whole sequence, or you can skip, meet us in down dog. You can always take child's pose. Take a breath in your downward dog. Inhale, lift the right leg high. Exhale, step it through. Warrior two, heel to heel, arms up. Reaching to the front of the room and the back of the room. Bring your hands to your hips, straighten your front leg. Pull your right hip forward and up. Keep that. Bend the front knee again. Then reach the arms to the front and back of the room. Feel the difference. Feel that left glute now engaged and squeezing, supporting the back. Tear your mat in half with your feet. Good. Inhale, flip your front hand. Exhale, reverse your warrior without changing the legs. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, side angle pose. Bring your right arm to the outside of your leg, the outside, to the floor or to a block or to a book. Press your knee into your arm. Press your arm into your knee. So you should feel those outer hip muscles deeply engaged. Option to keep the top arm reaching up or bind it behind you. But remember, this is a twisting pose, so you're rotating your chest open to the left. Good. Keep pressing your knee into your arm. By now, your outer hip should be burning. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands plant. Optional Vinyasa. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts high. Exhale, step it through. Warrior 2. Inhale, arms. Exhale, bring your hands to your hips, straighten your front leg. Pull your left hip now, forward and up. Bend your front knee, then reach the arms in both directions. Feeling now that right hip strong and engaged. Tear your mat in half with your feet, reach in both directions with the arms. Inhale, flip the front hand. Exhale, reverse your warrior without changing the legs. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, side angle. Arm to the outside of your knee. Press your knee into your arm. Press your arm into your knee. Rotate the chest open to the right. Hug your shoulder blades together. Get long through both sides of the waist. On your next inhale, reach your arm up if you have it bound. Exhale, plant the hands, optional flow. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step, walk, or float. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, sink the hips, reach the arms up. Next breath in, push down through the feet to grow tall, Tadasana. Exhale, hands through heart center, and release. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Push the upper thighs to the sides of the room. Same with the feet, sink the hips. Take a breath in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, offer your chest. Exhale, optional Vinyasa flow. Let's meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts up high. Exhale, step it between the hands. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 2, auto-correct your hips. Exhale, flip the front hand, reverse. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, side angle, arm to the outside of the foot today. Take a couple breaths here. Firing up those outer hip muscles once again, pushing your knee into your arm, press your arm back into your knee, create that resistance. Take a breath in. Exhale, optional flow. Let's meet in downward facing. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step it through, Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale, lift the arms, auto-correct the hips. Good. Flip the front hand, inhale. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, side angle. Once again, knee into the arm into the knee. Use a prop if you need to get comfortable here. Continue twisting open with the chest. Take a breath in. Exhale, hands plant, flow. Let's meet in down dog. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees, step, walk, or float, exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Sink the hips low, push the thighs apart, reach through the fingers. Good. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, hands to heart center, and release. Beautiful. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, optional flow. From downward dog, lift the right leg up high, inhale. Exhale, step it through to a high lunge, fingertips on the mat. Walk your front foot a couple extra inches to the right. As you spin your back foot down to a 45 degree, bring your hands to your hips. Inhale, rise up, straighten the front leg. Hands on the pelvis, turn your pelvis to a 45 degree towards the left corner of your mat. Feel the shift of the pelvis as it evens out. Keep that. Bend your front knee. Then, rotate your pelvis forward as much as it wants to go. It may not move much. It may move a lot. Reach the arms to the ceiling and complete the twist to the front of the room with the upper back. Good. Warrior One pose. Take a breath in. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, interlace the hands around the low back. Inhale, slingshot the heart upwards, draw the shoulder blades back. Exhale, humble warrior. Bow to the inside of the front leg as you squeeze your hands up and overhead. Draw the shoulder blades together. Pull the shoulders away from your ears and try and pull your arms apart from one another. Really strong and active in both the arms and the upper back. On your next breath out, release the hands, optional flow, and we'll meet in downward facing. Take a breath here, inhale, exhale. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it to a high lunge. Bring your front foot a little extra step to the left. Spin your back foot down 45 degrees. Inhale, hands to hips, straighten the front leg, rise. Twist your pelvis to a 45 degree. Keep that. Bend your front knee over your front ankle. Then rotate the pelvis until it stops. Reach the arms up. And then twist the rest of the way with the upper back. Warrior One. Inhale. Cactus, exhale. Inhale. Exhale, interlace the hands. Inhale, slingshot your heart up, pull the knuckles down. Keep that as you fold, exhale, humble your warrior. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, pull the shoulders away from the ears, and try and pull those upper arms apart. Good. Take a breath in. Exhale, hands plants, Vinyasa flow. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Take a breath in your downward dog. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees, step, walk, or float, exhale. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, sink the hips, reach the fingertips forward. Take a breath in, breath out. Inhale, push down through the feet to rise, Tadasana. Exhale, cactus, back bend. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands through heart center and release. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, optional flow. We'll meet in downward facing dog. I promise we're going somewhere pleasant. Take a breath in your downward dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up high. Exhale, bring your right knee to the outside of your right wrist, pivot the shin, lower into a comfortable pigeon pose, maybe supporting the right hip with a prop, book, block, whatever you have. Walk your fingertips back by your hips. Push down through your front shin knee to hover the hips, hover the hands. Strengthening out the outer hips. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down, coming into your comfortable pigeon pose for about 5 breaths. Take an inhale, walk the hands up. Send that right leg up and back to three-legged dog, either circling it out or flipping your dog, taking a wild thing. When you're ready, we'll meet in downward facing dog. Let's head to the other side. Inhale, lift the left leg up high. Exhale, bring the left knee to the outside of your wrist as you pivot the shin, lowering down. Walk your fingertips back towards your hips, getting tall in the chest. Push down through that front leg powerfully as you hover the hands. Good. Let's strengthen up those hips before we give them a stretch. Hold 3, 2, a little higher, and lower down, humbling your pigeon. About 5 breaths here. Your next breath in, lift the chest, send that left leg up and back. Take some big circles or flip your dog again. Let's continue to open up the chest. So on your next inhale, undulate forward into plank. Exhale, lower down to the belly. Bring your arms to a T, or if you like the cactus variation we do in my classes, you can take the cactus version. Otherwise, arm is to a T, hand is in line with the shoulder. Turn your gaze to the right, lift your right leg, and imagine you're going to roll onto your back, but your left arm is stopping you. So you should feel a nice deep opening through through the left side of your chest and your left shoulder. On your next inhale, use your right hand like a brake to help you unwind, come back to center. Pause a moment and set up for the other side. Right arm to a T or cactus. Roll over towards your back, stretching the right side of the shoulder. Resting the head down on the floor. Try not to hold it up. About 5 breaths here. Inhale, slowly unwind. Come back to center. Use your hands to press yourself up to a tabletop. We've made it to our peak pose, working towards camel today. If you want to take a break, sit down and watch a demo. What we're going to do is we're going to do some strengthening moves first to prepare us for the back bend. We're going to strengthen and lengthen the front of the body at the same time. So brush off all the dog hair from your pants. And then bring your hands to your hips. Take a look down. Make sure your knees are hip width distance. Same with the feet. Make sure your feet are hip width distance with your toes tucked. Bring your fingertips to the hip point, so that bone at the front of the hips. And then use your fingertips to help you pull those hip points forward and up. You should feel your glutes squeeze and engage. Pushing your thighs to the sides of the room as we've been doing this whole class. Take an inhale. Hug your shoulder blades back, lift your heart, and then hinge straight back. Notice how I'm not back bending. We're just going straight back like a hinge and holding. And that's the move we're going to do. So go ahead and rise up and join me. Bring your hands to your hips, hip points forward and up, shoulders back. Hinge straight back. Hold here. Nice long line. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise up, pause. One more time. Hands to hip points forward and up, thighs to the sides of the room, glutes engage. Hinge straight back, and hold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise up, pause. Good. This is how we're going to be getting into Camel today. Let's head into Camel. If you'd like to watch the demo, go ahead and watch the video, then you can pause and do Camel at your own pace. Same thing as we did. We're going to hinge straight back just like we did a few moments ago. All the same cues. Hold. Find one heel with the hand, then find the other. You need to squeeze your shoulder blades together to do so. I like to bring my hands to the inside of my feet. Then your hips go forward and your heart lifts. I want to think about softness through the front of the body, low belly engaged, moving your hips forward as your heart opens. To release, bring one hand to one hip, then the other, and use the strength of your belly to rise up, untuck your toes, sit on your heels, and pause. Palms face up, and just feel the sensations of that big back bend. If this was the first time If you need a longer break, pause the video. Otherwise, we didn't do all this work for one round of Camel. Let's rise up, tuck the toes, hands to hips, hip points forward and up. Push the thighs to the sides of the room, engage the hips as you hinge back. Find one heel and then the other. Push the hips forward, lift the heart. If it feels okay, drop the head back. I like to bring my hands to the inside of my ankles. If you can go a little bit deeper, you can always walk your hands towards your knees. Take some slow, smooth breaths here, focusing on the exhales. When you're ready, one hand to the hip, then the other. Untuck the toes, sit down, palms face up on the legs, and pause a moment. Just breathe, process, feel. Rise up for our final round. Maybe untucking the toes if you'd like a little extra distance between your hands and the floor. Head to your camel the exact same way we've done before. This time, I want you to stay as long as you want or as long as you can. Whether it's 2 breaths or 5 or 10 or 30, there is no need to count. Just feel. Stay as long as your body will allow you to, working on creating that stamina and that deep exhale in your camel pose. When you're finished, we'll meet in a kneeling position. Do not forward fold. You're welcome to stay in your camel if you're still there. Those of you on your knees, take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Come onto your back. Gearing up for one round of bridge. If you'd like to do a wheel, you can instead. And then the second round will cue through a wheel, but you're welcome to stay with 2 bridges. For bridge, feet under the knees, lift the hips, give the shoulders a little tuck underneath your chest. Maybe interlace the hands underneath your back. Push down through the heels, lift the glutes, lift the hips, push your chest towards your chin, keeping the neck rounded. It's okay if toes are turned out. It's okay if your stance is wider. Exhale, lower down. Pause a moment. Option for bridge round 2, or heading towards wheel, hands beside your ears, fingertips towards your feet. And then press down through the feet, press through the hands, drag yourself up, rising into a strong wheel pose. Press through the hands, press down through the feet, press your chest through the windows of the arms towards the wall that you are looking at. Just as you did in your camel, stay in this wheel as long as you want or as long as you can. And then when you're ready, lower down and pause. Do not draw the knees into the chest. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Step your feet as wide as your mat. Let your knees come together to touch. Just take a few moments here to let the low back relax. Slowly let things return towards a neutral position. Take a breath in. Exhale, draw the knees into the chest. And give yourself a very gentle squeeze. Don't force anything. We've done a lot of back bending. Let's meet in a child's pose. Take your time getting there. We're going to spend some time here. Just taking some deep breaths in and out. Letting our spine slowly return to neutral. Letting our minds return to our breath and to our intentions. I believe deep in my soul that backbending is the epitome of what yoga is and what yoga is designed to do. While you are in those big expressions like camel pose or wheel or even bridge, it's really difficult to think about anything else besides the back bend that you are in. Can you look back to your camel pose and think about what you were thinking of? You were probably thinking about camel. You were probably thinking about your body and the sensations and your breath. And that's what yoga is. That's what yoga is about. It's about using the body and creating these shapes that give our brains feedback, that give us sensations, so that our mind can be free. If you're ready, you can begin to rise up. If you would like to play with an inversion, such as headstand, shoulder stand, supported bridge, legs up the wall, now's your time. If you're taking an inversion practice, go ahead and pause the video, take your time. Otherwise, we're going to head straight onto our backs to unwind and prepare for our Shavasana. Once on your back, slowly draw the knees into the chest. Extend your left leg long, hug your right thigh in. Bring your right arm to a T, draw your leg across your body, coming into a supine twist. Maybe gazing over to the right. Inhale, come back up through center and switch legs. Left leg pulls in, right leg long. Left arm to a T as you draw your leg across the body, gentle twist. Inhale, come back up through center. Draw the knees in. Finish off your practice with a happy baby or just by squeezing the knees into your chest. Begin to let go of all physical effort of your practice. You've worked hard. Allow the controlled breathing to fade away. But keep your thoughts present. Keep your thoughts aware of your body. Begin to head towards your Shavasana. I dimmed my lights, grabbed some pillows for under my knees, and a blanket for over my body. Give you a moment to get settled in. Let's end our practice the way we began. Take a deep breath in through the nose, fill up. A nice big sigh. Enjoy your rest, and I'll wake you when it's time. take a moment to just feel space around you. Feel the mat beneath you. Any props you may have. Clothing on your skin. The temperature of the room. The sounds going on around you. Just feeling what it feels like to be in your body. To have a body. Slowly reach the arms up overhead as you take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, roll over onto your favorite side, keeping the eyes closed. Pausing here. Feel any shifts that have occurred mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. And think of one thing you feel grateful for. Keep the eyes closed as you make your way up to a comfortable seat. Bring your palms together at your heart center. Head bowed towards your fingertips. Take a moment to thank yourself for making it to your mat. A home practice is not easy as it requires a different kind of dedication and discipline. Let's end this practice with one final breath. Take a deep inhale and let it go. Bring your thumbs to your third eye. Loka samasta, sukhino bhavantu. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope to see you soon.